There's something about bars at night. The clinking of glasses, low murmurs, the jazz humming from dusty speakers. It's supposed to be comforting, safe. But when the world sleeps, some bars awaken something else. This story? It's not about a drunken fight or a bartender who vanished. No. It's about a bar that should have never reopened, and a man who should have never walked in. In 2019, Jamie, 28, quiet, fresh out of a bad breakup, took a night shift at a small bar on the edge of a rural town. The Hollow Oak, it was called. Quaint, dusty. Locals said it had history. That's the thing. When people say a place has history, they usually mean ghosts. Jamie didn't care. He needed the job. The pay was decent and it was only night shifts, 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. The owner, an old man named Mr. Felix, gave one rule. Jamie laughed, thought it was a joke. It wasn't. The first few nights were uneventful. A couple drunks, old regulars, lonely travelers. But by the third week, the bar changed. It always started around 2:33 a.m. The door would open, no footsteps, just the chime of the bell. Jamie swore the temperature dropped every time. A man would come in, dressed in a black coat, face hidden in shadow. He never ordered, never spoke, just sat at the far end. Staring at the basement door, Jamie tried ignoring it until one night. He blinked and the man was gone. Not out the door, just gone. That same night, Jamie heard it, a knock, followed by a voice. Jamie. He thought it was a prank. Maybe the old man was testing him, but Mr. Felix didn't answer his calls. The next night, it happened again, then screaming, low, muffled, and absolutely human. But when Jamie pressed his ear to the door, it stopped. He told a local, a barfly named Rita. She went pale, said the bar used to be a speakeasy. Back in the 1930s during Prohibition, there was a massacre in the basement, mobsters, betrayal, blood. They sealed it shut. But that door had been opened once before. In 1987, the bartender disappeared. Jamie should have quit. He almost did. But something was pulling him. Night after night, the knocks grew louder, the voices clearer, until finally, he opened the door. The air turned ice cold. He descended with a flashlight. Each step creaked with a sound like bones cracking. The basement was unchanged, dusty, frozen in time. Shelves of old wine, crates with faded labels. And then he saw them, eyes, watching him from the dark. A chorus of whispers. He ran, or tried to, but the steps behind him didn't match his own. He turned, and there stood the man in the black coat. Only now, his face was visible, and it looked exactly like Jamie. Jamie was found the next morning, in the middle of the bar, unconscious. The door to the basement locked again. Key snapped inside the handle. He quit, left town. The Hollow Oak was closed a week later. Owner vanished. No one knows where Mr. Felix went. But if you ever find yourself in that part of town and you see a bar with no lights, a sign hanging by a single chain, and a bell that rings without wind, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more true horror tales. Got a night shift story of your own? Leave it in the comments. We're always listening.